Michael Darden for the Aggies and Nathan Campbell for Boaz. The officials are set, players are set, and we're about set. The tip belongs to Boaz Pirates. They'll have it first. Gable, right side to Nelson. Aggies coming out playing man-to-man defense. Milway back to Nelson. Nelson, top of the key, hands to Campbell. Campbell looks for Gable. Slayton has him. Top of the key now to Nelson. Left side, Milway on the wing. Milway to the top to Gable. Gable around to Nelson on the right wing. Tyler Ball has him. Campbell takes it at the top. Darden coming out on him. Back to Milway. Tough Aggie defense here. Unable to go inside. Milway back to Nelson. They're way outside starting the offense.
Good man-to-man defense for the Aggies, really forcing the Boaz offense way outside. Nathan Campbell almost at half court right now.
They're trying to screen to set up Tedder. Right now, Sigler all over him.
Tedder was calling for the ball low, but they couldn't get it to him because David Sigler doing such a good job defensively.
They've used almost a minute. Right side, Milway has it. Milway to the top to Nelson. Nelson, Tyler Ball has him. They look for Tedder. He's covered.
Well, it's Sigler and Tedder going after it down on the low block right now, Barry.
Knocked loose. Milway will chase it down, almost a turnover. 6:49 to go in the quarter. We've yet to see a shot taken. Nelson turns. Check out what Coach Dyer is saying. Now he's ready. Nelson will drive in the lane, pulls up left side. Milway in the corner for three. Good. Milway with a three, and we're off to a 3-0 Boaz start. Left side, Mark Slayton on the wing.
That's the way the Pirates started last night, but good penetration, Matt Nelson, and he kicked it out to an open A.J. Milway.
Boaz coming out in the zone. Morris outside for three. He answers, and we're tied at three. Milway and Morris back-to-back three-pointers. And they are guarding each other on this end of the floor anyway. Nelson's going to walk up. If you doesn't see what Coach Dyer wants, very slow-paced ball game.
He's going to try to keep the score close and win it in the fourth quarter, Barry. As Nathan Campbell, this is kind of a surprise that Campbell is that far away from the bucket right now.
Absolutely. Nelson to Campbell. Campbell, top of the key. 5:55 to go in the quarter. 3-3 ball game. Pass right side. Gable trying to drive. Does so in the lane. Kicks it to the corner. Tedder open for a three-pointer. Good. 6-3 Boaz.
You see what Boaz is doing. They're penetrating the lane, and then the shooters are going out beyond the arc, Barry, and looking for the three.
Morris hits Sigler in the corner. Back to Brock Morris. Looking over the zone. It'll be up to them to hit some outside shots to break that zone. Morris dribbles around the right side. Finds Tyler Ball in the corner. Tedder has him right now. Morris tries to drive in the lane. Throws it up. No, traveling's call. Good call by the official.
And good defense that time. Matt Nelson, Nathan Campbell, and A.J. Milway kind of put three folks around Brock Morris. He probably penetrated just a little bit too far. Kind of got no man's land. That's the first turnover of the night.
Nelson brings it across for the Pirates. They lead by 3. 5:09 to go in the opening quarter. Milway, top of the key. Right side to Gable. Gable looks at Slayton. Now back to Nelson. Just running their offense between the half-court line and the top of the key. Passing it back and forth. Nelson has it now. Across to Milway.
By bringing Nathan Campbell that far out, Barry, it's leaving the lane open, and we've seen Boaz penetrate the lane a couple of times, then pass it out to their shooters out beyond the arc.
Still passing it around. Nelson has it. Now finds Campbell. Campbell again near half court. Darden picks him up. Left side, Milway. Morris has him. Boaz setting screens down low, trying to break somebody free. Slayton with a steal. Breakaway. The layup. No, he'll slam it home, and it's 6-5 Boaz. And they're going to call a technical foul on Mark Slayton.
Mark Slayton came up with a steal. He went in and slammed it, but they're going to call a technical, Barry, because he hung on the rim. And we hear the Albertville side erupt on the slam, and behind us, the Boaz fans erupt after he hung on the rim for the technical. So Matt Nelson will go to the free throw line to shoot the technical free throw.
I've got to disagree with the call because Slayton was in the air and a Boaz player ran under him.
And that's what Coach Harding is discussing with the official right now.
Had he let go, he would have easily had his legs knocked out from under him, hitting the back of his head. I think he was holding it not to show off, but holding it for safety purposes. And there is a difference in whether they shoot free throws or not. But the officials didn't see it that way, and they say he held on for show, and Nelson will shoot 2 free throws, which if he makes them both will wipe out the slam dunk.
It was a great defensive play, though, by Slayton to cut in front, come up with the steal, and then go down and get the slam. And as you say, Barry, tough call that time against the Aggies as Matt Nelson steps up and hits the 2 free throws.
And now they get the ball back, which they would have anyway following the slam, but they also get 2 extra points. Boaz with it, Campbell, top of the key. Campbell, pass left side to Milway. Milway dribbles around the top, looking for a screen. Now finds Nelson. 8-5, Boaz leads. Nelson on the wing. He's cut off. Now he'll drive left side into the corner. Tyler Ball all over him. Milway for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound, Michael Darden.
Good, strong rebound, Darden, as Nathan Campbell was battling Darden for that board.
Sigler down the side. Baseline. He's cut off. He'll back it out to the wing. He looks. Pass inside to Darden. Darden back to Brock Morris. Nelson in his face in the corner. Sigler. He'll try to drive. Kicks it left side. Morris in the lane. Throws it up for 2. Out of bounds off of Boaz. Lucky Boaz wasn't called for a foul because one of them got him across the arm.
I think Nathan Campbell got the block that time as Brock Morris once again penetrating into the lane, Barry.
Inbound pass. Sigler gets it into Morris. In the corner. Open for a 3-pointer. Got it. And he's fouled. Gable will call for the foul, and Brock Morris can give the Aggies a 1-point lead if he makes the free throw.
Brock Morris on fire from beyond the arc, Barry. He has 6 points, both on 3-pointers. David Gable going to be called for the personal foul.
It's been a while since we've had 2 teams shoot so well right off the bat. As far as a missed shot, shooting percentage, these teams are shooting lights out right now. He's got the free throw. 9-8, their first lead with 3:38 to go in the opening quarter.
And Brock Morris with 7 points in the first 4 minutes of this game.
Here come the Pirates. Walking it across. Matt Nelson setting a screen for him. Nelson knocked away. Tyler Ball diving for the loose ball. Still a loose ball, and finally a whistle. That was a perfect time for somebody to get a cheap shot in, and I saw a couple of cheap shots because you're fighting for the ball, so you have the right to go for the loose ball. But you've also throwing in some elbows as you hit the ball.
I thought somebody yelled fumble over here,
My
Barry,
goodness.
because it was a scramble, looked like a fumble.
Wow.
And, what a great scramble. A lot of bodies on the floor fighting for the ball. It's going to end up being Albertville's ball on alternating possessions.
So the Aggies have it. Nobody was hurt. Brock Morris walks it up right side. Jay Raines, he's checked in. Against the zone, you want him in there. Morris in the lane, hop, skip, jump all the way through for 2. That was amazing, like running through a maze.
This may be Brock Morris's night, Barry. He has 9 points, and what a great move through the lane once again, able to get the shot off for his 9th point of the first quarter.
3-point Aggie lead. Milwee has it on the wing, top of the key to Gable. The Aggies stay man-to-man. Boy, look inside the banging going around between Tedder and Sigler. Milwee back to the top to Nelson. Nelson has a screen. Nowhere to go with it. Now he'll try baseline. Throws it up. Slayton blocks it. Out of bounds off of the Aggies.
Great play. Mark Slayton coming off his man to help out on defense and knocked that one, swatted out of bounds.
Inbound pass to Nelson in the corner. Morris has him. He dribbles back around to the top. 2:31 to go in the quarter. 11-8 Aggies lead. Gable comes at the screen for him. Now he'll move left side. He'll pass to Campbell. Campbell to the top to Gable. Slayton on him. Back around to Milway. Jay Raines guarding him as they work the offense between the half-court line and the top. Milway drives right side, hits Campbell in the corner. Too far out for the big man to shoot. Back to Milway. Milway driving in the lane, cut off. Back to Nelson. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Low-scoring game. Boaz using a slow-paced offense. Nelson pass to Milway across court. In the corner, Campbell. Back out to Nelson. Nelson around to Tedder. Tedder will drive in the lane. Kicks at the corner. Milway in a foul. Tedder runs over Brock Morris, and the foul is called on Tedder for a charge.
Tedder took it in, Barry, with the intention of passing it back out to Matt Nelson to take the 3-point shot, but good play, Brock Morris. Brock's been everywhere so far, doing the job on offense, and that time doing the job on defense to get the position and force the foul on Jonathan Tedder.
Against the zone, that's what Morris wants to do, is just either shoot outside or drive inside and shoot or pass. In the corner, pass it to Sigler. Sigler baseline, feeds it to Darden. Left side jumper, short, rebound Boaz. Nathan Campbell gets the ball out to Matt Nelson. Nelson brings it across half court to Campbell. Over to A.J. Milway. 1:15 to go in the quarter. Gable has it at the top. Darden on him. Around to Milway. Now Sigler has moved over to guard Campbell. They've switched men. Bounce pass right side to Gable. Darden has him. Gable, no shot. He'll try to drive to the top. Cut off. Finally gets a pass away to Nelson. 1 minute to go in the quarter. Nelson driving around the top. Makes a spin move. Lost the handle. Needs to make a pass. Finds Milway for three. No good. Bounces high. Tipped out of bounds off of the Aggies. Boaz will keep it.
David Sigler had the inside position against Jonathan Tedder for the rebound that time. But Tedder was able to come over, and Sigler couldn't control it, lost it out of bounds.
Boaz inbounds the ball under their own basket. Nelson has it, drives in the lane, cut off, jumps back for two, got it. Morris fell down. Nelson pulls up and knocks out a jumper. 1 point game. 38 seconds to go in the quarter. Raines, top of the key to Morris. Morris will drive in the lane, kicks it right side. Raines open for a three, no good. Off the back of the iron, tipped by Sigler, no good. Slayton rebound, back up, no good. Tipped by Sigler, good. Sigler tips it in.
The Aggies getting second chance opportunities, had about 4 shots that time. David Sigler way up above the rim, it looked like, Barry, to tip it in to get his first 2 of the night.
3 point game, 10. Boaz with it, 9 seconds, 8. Nelson dribbles around the right side, backs it out, 7. Fires up a three, good. Matt Nelson with one, and it's tied at 13. 2 seconds, 1. Morris across half court, fires a 2, making a 3, no good. The quarter is over. Let's take a time at after 1, and we are tied at 13. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU Albertville.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Twilight Monument in Boaz is your hometown dealer, and they'll be there for you when you need them, just as they've done for hundreds of families over the past 37 years. You can depend on Jerry and Maxine Battles at Twilight Monument Company.
Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
An exciting first quarter here in the finals of the 2003 Marshall County Basketball Tournament. Both teams doing it from the outside. Brock Morris with a couple of threes in the first quarter, and Boaz, A.J. Milway, Jonathan Tedder, and Matt Nelson all knocking down threes in that first stanza.
Boaz has the ball first for quarter number 2. Tedder with it. Bobby Wilson is checked in. Also in the game, Nick Maples. So Boaz going to the bench now for the Aggies. Austin Barrick is in the game now. So a couple of players getting a rest. Nelson to Maples. Morris on him. Left side, Tedder. Tedder works the baseline. Goes around. Shot is good. Jonathan Tedder. Very nice baseline move for 2.
Yeah, he beat David Sigler to the baseline. Took it in that time. Good, strong move. Jonathan Tedder. 5 points for Tedder tonight.
2-point Boaz lead. Morris back the other way on the wing. Boaz staying with his own. Raines left side to Tyler Ball. Tyler dribbles around back to Jay Raines. A little too far outside for his range. Hits Morris. Morris baseline. Goes into the lane. Got it. Baseline move also. He copied Tedder's move, and we're tied again.
Oh, great quickness. Brock Morris split the defense, and it's his night, Barry. He's got 11 of Albertville's 15 here in the second quarter.
6:55 to go in the half. Matt Nelson gives to Gable. Gable looks, finds Maples. Maples dribbles around, bounce pass right side to Bobby Wilson. Wilson hits Matt Nelson. Boaz screening, trying to get somebody free. So far they can't do it. Nelson drives in the lane, finds Maples open in the corner for three, no good. Bouncing out, Morris the rebound. Up the floor in a hurry, 4-on-3 break. Morris to Sigler. Baseline and a travel's called against Sigler.
David Sigler needed to put it on the floor a little bit quicker, but once again we're seeing Boaz strategy. Run some clock, Barry, penetrate the lane, let the shooters get beyond the three-point line and take the shot. That time Maples just couldn't knock it down.
Campbell, Milwee back in. Gable and Nelson get a rest. So Boaz has Maples, Wilson, Milwee, Tedder, and Campbell on the floor. Wilson being harassed by Tyler Ball, finally gets across half court, falls down, loses it, keeps the ball and gets the pass away, but it goes out of bounds into the Aggie bench. And it's going to be out of bounds off of the Aggies. Boy, a lot of contact tonight.
And David Sigler and A.J. Milwee, a lot of contact along the sideline going for the loose ball, and Milwee ended up in the lap of Dustin Barrick over there.
Looks like football season, doesn't it? When Sigler would tackle Milwee.
We kind of thought it was going to be that way coming in, Barry. We thought we'd see a tough, physical football. Listen at me.
It looks like football right now.
And it has been so far.
And they come down to an extra points. You never know. Now they wipe up the sweat and the blood. We're ready. Tedder, inbound pass to Nick Maples. Tyler Ball has him. Maples dribbling around, finds Milwee. Morris guarding him. Talk about two quick young men right there. Campbell, right side to Wilson. 6 minutes to go in the half. Tedder, turnaround jump shot from the side, knocks it down. Tedder having a good quarter.
Oh, what a great shot that was to turn and face the bucket and shoot over Sigler.
Wasting no time. Aggies right back. Left side, Tyler Ball. Down low, Sigler. Baseline. Kicks it out. Jay Raines open for a three. No good. Gets his own rebound. Goes down low for two. Missed it. Tipped by Barrett. Got it. Austin Barrett in the right place at the right time. Tips it in. We're tied again.
And the Aggies doing a good job on the offensive glass, Barry.
And a foul on Sigler coming around for the steal. Good call by the official. Got a hand on his back.
As tough physically as this basketball game has been, not a lot of fouls have been called. That's only the second on Albertville. Boaz also with two team fouls. David Sigler going to pick up his first, and he will check out of the game. And Mark Slayton back in the game for the Aggies.
17-17, 5:35 to go in the half. Boaz with it. Not sure what they're waiting on. They made Brock Morris tuck his shirt in. That was a problem. Okay, now they're ready. Milwee inbounds it to Nelson. Nelson near half court. Tyler Ball guarding him. Nelson. Bounce pass left side to Milwee. Morris has him. They're forcing the Boaz offense way outside again. Wilson right side to Nelson. Nelson to Milwee. Almost a steal. Loose ball. Milwee saves it. Back to Campbell. Around to Nelson. 5:13 to go in the half. Matt Nelson driving in the lane. Now he's cut off. Needs some help. Pass right side to Wilson. Back to Milwee. This is what Boaz wants. Low-scoring ball game. Campbell down low to Gable. Gable against Slayton. Goes into the lane. Turnaround shot won't go. Tipped around. Knocked out of bounds by Boaz, and the Aggies will get it back.
Gable did a good job getting the ball on the low block, Barry. He spun against Mark Slayton. Just couldn't get it to go. And in the battle for the rebound, Gable slaps it out of bounds. So the Aggies will have the basketball with a chance to take the lead. We're going back and forth as Albertville able to get a 2-point lead, and Boaz will tie it up. And we go back and forth through the second quarter in a 17-17 game.
Aggies bring it across. Morris with it. Slowly walks it up. He moves to the left side. Finds Tyler Ball at the top. Nobody even on him. Boaz staying with his own defense. Tyler Ball backs it up. 4.5 to go. So far, nobody moving. Tyler Ball just holding it. Now he'll pass to Morris. Milwee guarding him.
They're just not guarding Tyler Ball. They're using Jonathan Tedder, who is guarding Tyler Ball, just to play in the paint.
Barrick in the lane for two. Got it. How about the young man off the bench? Full jumper. That's two. Make it 2 shots for him. He's got 4.
Oh, the freshman Austin Barrick off the bench with 4 big points for Coach Harding and the Albertville Aggies.
2-point Aggie lead. Milwee on the side for 3. Good. A.J. Milwee with another three-pointer.
His second tray of the evening. No one got a hand in his face, and A.J. Milwee knocks it down from 20 feet.
20-19, left side, Tyler Ball. Gable barely comes out on him. Pass to Barrick at the free throw line. Barrick tries to drive, kicks it right side. Jay Raines driving around the top. Left side, Tyler Ball for three. Off the brim, no good. Rebound, Boaz, and a foul. That's going to be on Austin Barrick trying to get position as called for the foul.
Yeah, he's going to push Jonathan Tedder in the back that time and trying to get position. Austin Barrick will commit his first personal foul. That's only the third team foul with 3:39 to go here in the second quarter. 20-19 is the score, and really, Barry, Tyler Ball being in the game, I think, no, he's still in the game. Boaz really not guarding him, going to leave him open, and if he could step up and hit a couple of shots, it would really help his team offensively.
Really change the game, you're right. He stays in for defense. A steal, Jay Raines with a breakaway. For the layup, he's got it. Nice job, Jay Raines, defense and offense, and it's a one-point Aggie lead.
Jay Raines gets his first two. Great steal. That's the second time we've seen the Aggies go coast to coast after the steal and get a layup.
3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first half. Boaz with the ball. Nelson works it across half court. Milwee open in the corner for three. Good. Another one by Milwee.
Again, Barry, as Matt Nelson penetrated, A.J. Milwee's man came over to help to leave him open. He kicks it out, knocks down his third three of the night.
23-21 Boaz. Aggies have it. Slayton holding it in the corner. Pass inside. Tyler Ball goes up, blocked at a foul. Campbell got the ball and part of Tyler Ball, and Tyler will shoot 2 free throws.
That was a good cut that time by Tyler Ball into the paint, and Michael Darden, a good pass to him, and Nathan Campbell is going to pick up the personal foul. That will be Campbell's first personal, and he's the third team foul against the Pirates.
Checking the five, the Aggies have Darden, Slayton, Tyler Ball, Jay Raines, and Brock Morris. Boaz has Gable, Campbell, Tedder, Milwee, and Nelson. They're starting fives out there right now. Again, keep in mind, Boaz did play last night, so the Aggies a little bit fresher. First free throw, no good. Tyler's second shot, got that one to roll through. 23-22, Boaz by 1. 2:42 to go in the first half. Boaz will walk it up. Matt Nelson does so. Morris on him. Right side to Campbell. Darden comes out on him. Milwee with it. Or over to Gable. Back to Nelson. Nelson over to Campbell.
Barry, I'm really surprised that Michael Darden comes that far out on Nathan Campbell. That he do what Boaz has been doing, just stay back into the paint and let Campbell, if he's going to take that shot, to step up and take the three.
Absolutely. Matt Nelson with it now, left side to Tedder. Tyler Ball's guarding him. Tedder moves baseline, goes up in traffic for two, got it. How about Jonathan Tedder having a great ball game?
Jonathan Tedder and A.J. Milwee both leading the way for Boaz. Boaz only 3 players have scored in the game. Milwee with 9, Tedder with 9, and Matt Nelson with 7.
25-22, Boaz leads. Tyler Ball has it on the wing. Cross-court pass, Jay Raines. Passing over the zone. Morris in the corner for three, no good. Air ball out of bounds off of the Aggies, and Boaz will get it with a 3-point lead.
I think Michael Darden was the last one to touch the basketball, and
the Aggies trying to make some changes. For some reason, they wouldn't let Sigler in, but they let Bobby Wilson come in.
Sigler was sitting at the table with Bobby Wilson, and they let Wilson in the game, but didn't let David Sigler.
I've never seen that before.
I don't understand that.
They were sitting side by side. The official let one, but not the other in.
Actually, Sigler was at the table before Bobby Wilson.
Nelson drives in the lane for two, no good. Tipped, rebound, Tyler Ball. Ball out to Morris. Morris across half court. Brock pass inside Darden. Darden, spin move, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound Boaz.
Oh, that was a good strong move that time. Michael Darden right at the rim and shot it just too hard off the back of the iron.
A minute to go in the half. Boaz walks it up. Matt Nelson brings it across. Nelson to Gable.
They may try to hold this for the last shot with a 3-point lead.
They lead by 3. Bobby Wilson holds it. 25-22 Boaz. Passing it around. Nelson has it. Nelson to Gable. I think that's the deal. Hold it for 1 unless somebody absolutely breaks free underneath. Milwee dribbling around. Rains on him. Back to Nelson. 40 seconds. Nelson across to Wilson. Slayton comes out on him. Down to 30 seconds. Right side almost stolen by Slayton. Gable picks it up. Gable driving in the lane, knocked away. Darden almost with the steal, but knocks the ball out of bounds.
Oh, I don't think that's what the Boaz wanted to do at the time, is penetrate that deep. And Gable was kind of bailed out there because Michael Darden slapped the ball out of bounds.
Sigler finally is allowed to check in now, and Tyler Ball gets a rest. 24.8 to go in the half. Milway inbound pass to Gable in the corner. Gable, Darden on him, top of the key to Wilson. 17, 16. Wilson drives in the lane all the way for two, blocked. Slayton got it. Wilson gets it back. Back to Tedder. 11, 10. Baseline pass inside to Wilson. Wilson goes up, throws it up, no good. He's fouled and he'll shoot two.
Well, Slayton made a great play defensively to block the shot from Bobby Wilson. And then in a scramble, Tedder comes up with a basketball, had an open look at a three, and he passed it back in to Bobby Wilson. He was in amongst the taller players, Barry, and Mark Slayton bailed Bobby Wilson out that time as he commits the foul, and Wilson will shoot two with 7 seconds to go in the first half.
Second foul on Slayton, team foul number 4. Boaz has 3. 25-22. Missed it. As Austin Barrick checks in, Mark Slayton comes out. Want to be sure he doesn't get a quick foul, which would be his third here in the last 7.2. (25-22). Wilson's second free throw, made that one. 4-point game. Quickly inbounds the ball to Brock Morris. Brock across half court. Drives all the way down. Baseline all the way under. Throws it up. No good block. Boaz gets it. And they will stop play because the ball actually went behind the backboard. With 0.6 seconds left, Boaz will inbound it. The Aggies are trying to say the ball is tipped. Doesn't matter. Inbound pass going to be tipped, and the half is over. Let's take a timeout after one half of play. Boaz leads this one 26-22. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally. The physicians and staff at Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville are proud supporters of our local schools and athletic teams. Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville, proudly physician-owned and operated.
Folks, at this time we would like to present y'all Marshall County High School football team won the championship trophy and the Coach of the Award. The presentation of the award was given by Dr. Mary Kirkland, Superintendent of the Marshall County Schools.
It's halftime of the boys varsity championship game tonight. Boaz leads Albertville 26-22.
Members of the All-County Marshall football team for 2002 are the offensive lineman Tourn Boaz High School. Murphy, Boaz High School. Mark Robinson, Albertville High School. Matthew Williams, Albertville High School. Justin Moon, Albertville High School. Seth Lund, Arab High School. Tight end, Tyler Scott, Boaz High School. Your all-county Washington wide receiver, Jack Gray, Albertville High School. Stuart Johnson, Boaz High School. Mark Morris, Albertville High School. Your offensive back, Michael Lawrence, Albertville. AJ Noble, Boaz. Drew West, Arab. Kyle Ball, Albertville. Offensive MVP, Nathan Ford of Boaz High School. Now for your defensive award for the All-County defensive team, Marshall County. Defensive back, Brent Greer, Boaz. Justin Kirkland, Albertville. Your linebackers, Kyle Blanton, Boaz. Kent Shirley, Douglas High School. Jay Martin, Albertville High School. Wes Ball, Arab High School. Bobby Gonzalez, Albertville High School. Defensive end, Chris Green, Douglas High School. Jake Lemon, Arab High School. And Marshall County MVP for defense, Ted Reed, Gordonsville High School. Marshall County, All-County Punter, Matt Driver, Douglas High School. punter and driver, Douglas. Kicker, John Merrow, Albertville High School. Kick returner, Daniel Jefferson of Douglas High School. All-purpose player, Ryan Wellman of Albertville High School. And overall MVP of the Washington Dogcats football team, David Stickler of Albertville High School. And the Washington County champion for 2002 Washington County football, the Aggies of Albertville. And of course, in his first year at Albertville High School, the Washington County Coach of the Year for 2002, Albertville High School's John Boaz. Congratulations to all county Washington County football team for 2002. Look forward to a great year in 2003 on the gridiron for all the Washington County football team.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally. The physicians and staff at Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville are proud supporters of our local schools and athletic teams. Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville, proudly physician owned and operated.
Sometimes we go to basketball games and don't see the students get involved. Tonight, the Aggie students and the Pirate students are really involved in this basketball game. Both have stood throughout the evening.
And we are underway. The Aggies have the ball first. Sigler outside for 3, no good. Rebound, he'll chase it down and get it back. Sigler hands off to Morris in the corner. Down low, Darden, spin move in the lane for 2. Nice job, and a good pass from Brock Morris.
We may see more of that here in the second half. Albertville using their size advantage to go down into the paint. That time, Michael Darden on the spin move gets the first 2 of the second half.
Aggies stay playing man-to-man. Boaz with it. Milwee, Gable, Campbell, Tedder, and Nelson. The Aggies have Slayton, Ball, Sigler, Darden, and Morris. Down low, knocked out of bounds. Tyler Ball. He's so tough on defense. If you wonder why do they have him in there with a broke finger, that's the main reason right there. He is so good handling the ball and plus playing defense.
Yeah, he's a defensive specialist for the Aggies, and Coach Harding wants him out on the floor for that defense.
Knocked away, inbound pass to Gable, stolen. The Aggies have it. Brock Morris brings it back. Morris in the lane, kicks it to Slayton in the corner, back out to Morris. Down low, Darden, knocked away, loose ball. Darden gets it away to Morris. Down low, Tyler Ball for two, missed it. Rebound by Boaz. Campbell with the rebound. That time Tyler Ball had a good look. He just had a little bad bounce off the glass.
Yeah, Michael Darden made a great play to keep Boaz from coming up with a steal.
Boaz again slowing it down. Matt Nelson holds it right side to Gable. Gable against Slayton. Gable top of the key to Campbell. Campbell again playing way outside. They have rarely posted him up down low the entire game.
He is always the outlet man, Barry. He'll step out as Boaz works it around the perimeter, taking time off the clock to shorten this basketball game.
Doing it again. 2-point lead. Boaz with it. Nelson hands to Campbell on the wing. Back to Nelson. Tedder cut across the lane, but he was covered by Sigler. So Nelson passes left side to Milwee. Milwee looks for somebody to pass to. Now he'll drive, cut off. It's Gable on the wing. Gable, baseline. Slayton cuts him off. Back outside to Milwee. Milwee, Slayton on him. This offense is working exactly what they want. 6 minutes to go in the quarter. 2 minutes already gone by. So far, the Aggies have scored the only points here in the third quarter. Campbell over to Milwee.
And it's just hard to play defense, Barry, that long. It kind of gets you out of sync all over when you have to play defense this long. And Boaz has been successful in penetrating the lane and then passing it out to the perimeter and making those shots.
And it will affect your offense, you're right. Right side, Campbell, down to 5.5 to go in the quarter. Gable holding at the top. Back around to Campbell. Darden has him.
Oh, I thought Brock Morris could have had a steal that time. He almost went for it.
He shook his head, knowing he could have had it. In the corner, Nelson back around to Gable. Thought about it, will drive, finds Campbell to the top. Nelson around Tyler Ball, pulls up for two, got it. Nice shot, Matt Nelson for two.
Worked almost 2 minutes off the clock, Barry. Got the shot they wanted, got a layup from Matt Nelson. And again, it's tough to play defense for 2 minutes. And the Aggies kind of went to sleep on that one as Nelson took it to the glass.
28-24. Sigler has it on the wing. Pulls up in the corner. Darden, jumper from the baseline for two. No good. Tipped, rebound. Brock Morris goes back up in traffic, and he has fouled. No. A traveling call on Brock Morris.
He came up with a great rebound inside. Tried to take it back up against big Nathan Campbell and couldn't. And Barry, when Boaz is slowing the game down like this, every possession for Albertville is very, very important. Absolutely. Because you don't get that many.
Boaz with it. Matt Nelson brings it across half court. Tyler Ball picks him up. Over to Gable. Gable finds Nelson. 4.5 to go in the quarter. 28-24, Boaz leads. With the ball, Campbell, left side, Milwee drives, pulls up, no shot. It's Matt Nelson. Tyler Ball in his face. Over to Gable. Down low, Tedder in the lane, throws it up, did not get the roll, the tip, no good, tipped again, no good, rebound by the Aggies.
Oh, but Boaz got a great shot, Tedder in close, and then the follow-up wouldn't go.
Brock Morris down the floor on the side, pulls up for three, no good, air ball, rebound by Boaz. Morris was knocked into the bench, no foul called.
And Barry, Boaz had the numbers if they'd wanted to run the fast break that time. They chose to slow it down.
Matt Nelson drives in the lane all the way over for two. Did not get the roll. Tipped. Slayton the rebound. Again, a good look for Boaz. They come away with zero. Morris down the floor inside to Darden. Spins against Campbell for two. Got it. 28-26 Boaz.
Great spin move. Michael Darden inside against Nathan Campbell. Little contact there as Campbell went to the floor, and then that left Darden open for the bank shot. 28-26 Albertville. Barry has called a 30-second timeout.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay and is available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Haraldson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Haraldson Drugs on the corner of Obrig and Patterson in Gunnersville.
RE/MAX Gunnersville is a proud supporter of the Gunnersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Gunnersville, 256-582-5585. As loyal fans for over 6 decades, this team of former Wildcats is proud to support Gunnersville City Schools academics and athletics. Beard and Beard Attorneys at Law would like to wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage their fans to attend the games and cheer them on.
Hi, this is Paul Harris with State Farm in Gunnersville, your local State Farm agent. I am a proud Gunnersville alumni and Wildcat athletic supporter. Please give us a call at 256-582-3250 or come by and see us at 1246 Gunner Avenue across from the gas port for all your insurance needs. We are here to help life go right. Best of luck and go Wildcats.
First Baptist Church of Gunnersville is another proud supporter of Gunnersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
So now they're set to go. Full court pressure. Bobby Wilson also checks in for Boaz. Milway barely gets it in time to Gable. Gable in trouble. He'll bring it up himself. Gets it across half court. Has it knocked away. Range with a steal. Sigler picks it up at a foul.
It worked just like Coach Harding wanted it to do. It speeded up Boaz. David Gable had the ball in his hands, turns the ball over, and then commits the foul on the loose ball. And, Barry, one thing I don't understand about this shirt tail business, those things come down to below their knees when and why they tend to pull them out, I'll never know.
I don't know.
And because that's one thing the officials are not going to let you play if your shirt tail is not tucked in.
But now his wardrobe is okayed and Darden allowed to come back in. He checks in. Jay Range will stay in. Out of the game, Mark Slayton. So the Aggies with the steal.
Looks like Boaz is going to a zone, Barry, a 2-3 zone, forcing Albertville to take the outside shots.
Brock Morris will try to drive in the lane. Pulls up for two. Got it. We are tied at 28. By the way, the foul was on Gable moments ago, his second.
Brock Morris not settling for the outside shot, able to penetrate the zone, get into the paint. Soft jumper for Brock. He has 13, Barry.
28-28. 2:48 to go in the third quarter. Matt Nelson driving in the lane. All the way down. Throws it up. Got it. Matt Nelson having a very nice third quarter. And a timeout called by Boaz. Let's take a timeout. 2:42 to go in the quarter. Boaz leads again 30-28. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items. Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Twilight Monument in Boaz is your hometown dealer, and they'll be there for you when you need them, just as they've done for hundreds of families over the past 37 years. You can depend on Jerry and Maxine Battles at Twilight Monument Company.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
.242 to go third quarter. Sigler, Morris, Darden, Raines, and Tyler Ball on the floor. Boaz has Milwee, Wilson, Tedder, Campbell, and Gable. Morris brings it up, hand to Sigler, right side to Jay Raines, in the corner to Darden. Darden back around to Raines, back around to Tyler Ball. Over to Jay Raines to the corner. Darden, baseline jumper for two. Good. He's found his spot, Jeff. That baseline jumper, he's hit another one.
Yeah, that's the spot Michael Darden likes against the zone, about 12 feet from the basket along the baseline.
30-30 game. Gable for three. No good. Rebound Campbell. Campbell kicks it back out to Gable in the lane. Knocked away, but he's fouled, and Gable will shoot two.
Barry, I'm surprised that Boaz is not using more clock now. Throughout the first half and throughout most of the third quarter, they've slowed the game down. But after Albertville went to the full court pressure, Boaz has picked up the tempo of the game, and it's more like Albertville likes now.
Unusual move, you're right. At that time, they had David Gable shoot a three. You'd think that would come from someone like Milwee or Tedder, but instead Gable stepped out to shoot one. Now they got the rebound back, so they're lucky, and Gable makes the first free throw.
That's David Gable's first point of the night, coming from the free throw line.
The foul was called on Morris, his first. So really nobody in serious foul trouble at all. Both teams only have one team foul. He makes them both. Boaz back up by two. 32-30, 2:05 to go in the third. Brock Morris brings it down. Oh, throws it away. Raines cannot save it. Nice shot, Boaz. The defense jumped out. Morris forced into a bad pass, threw it away.
Just a tough pass that time as David Sigler and Brock Morris, little communication problem causing a turnover.
Nelson brings it down, gives to Campbell. Campbell over to Bobby Wilson. Wilson finds Gable. Gable tries to drive, kicks it to Campbell in the corner. Back out to Nelson. Morris has him. 1:41 to go in the quarter. To the top to Bobby Wilson. Bobby Wilson drives left side on the wing. Back to Campbell. Campbell to Nelson. Again, the same offense, just using the clock.
Yeah, they're using the clock on this possession.
Setting a lot of screens, trying to free somebody inside. Nelson holding it. Looks right side, finds Bobby Wilson. Wilson drives. Bounce pass inside to Tedder and a foul. I think Tyler Ball had him. Trying to stop that pass. That's only team foul number 2, though.
Yeah, that's holding on Tyler Ball as he was matched up that time against Jonathan Tedder in a switch. Albertville switched, and Boaz found that and found Jonathan Tedder posted up inside, and Tyler Ball called for the first personal foul. That's only the second against Albertville here in the second half.
Inbound pass, Campbell for two, blocked. Raines saves it, but he cannot save it to another player. He throws it out of bounds.
Great play by Mark Slayton to come over and block Nathan Campbell's shot, and then almost a save by Jay Raines. He tried to bounce it off a Boaz player and threw it out of bounds.
Nobody there to bounce it off of. Inbound pass, Wilson gets it into Nelson. On the side, open for three, no good. Rebound, Boaz, Tedder back up, good. I'll make that Gable. I believe it was Gable with a rebound and the putback.
What a great play. David Gable getting inside position on the offensive glass for the putback. Boaz up by 4 again.
Jay Raines on the wing, under a minute to go. Baseline, Darden for two, got it. Keeping the Aggies close, 34-32.
Michael Darden has 8 points on the night, Barry, all coming here in the third quarter.
48 seconds to go in the quarter. Boaz walks it up. You got to think they'll try for one. They lead 34-32. Boaz with it. Bobby Wilson to Nelson. Nelson dribbling around, left side, Tedder in the corner. Looking ahead to the fourth quarter, unless something happens, Boaz will get the ball back first for the fourth quarter. Bobby Wilson holds it near half court, finds Nelson.
Jay Rage just shoved Matt Nelson out of the way that time, right in front of the official, but no call.
24-23, down low. Tedder goes up for two. It rolls out. Knocked out of bounds, and the foul's going to be called on Tedder, I believe, going for the loose ball coming over the back.
Good inside position. Mark Slayton as Jonathan Tedder able to get inside. Had a good look at the basket, missed the easy shot, and then fouled Mark Slayton, who had the inside position on the glass. And Albertville looks to have the last shot now, Barry, with 17 seconds to go. They're down by 2. Looks like we're headed into a exciting fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Brock Morris walks it across. 10, 9, 8, top of the key. Morris dribbling around, finds Raines on the wing. 5, 4, back to Morris. 3, 2, drives in the lane, finds Raines at the buzzer for 3. It's no good. No good. The quarter is over. Let's take a timeout after 3. Boaz leads the Aggies 34-32. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and is available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Obrig and Patterson in Gunnersville.
RE/MAX Gunnersville is a proud supporter of the Gunnersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Gunnersville, 256-582-5585. As loyal fans for over 6 decades, this team of former Wildcats is proud to support Gunnersville City Schools academics and athletics. Beard and Beard Attorneys at Law would like to wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage their fans to attend the games and cheer them on.
Hi, this is Paul Harris with State Farm in Gunnersville, your local State Farm agent. I am a proud Gunnersville alumni and Wildcat athletic supporter. Please give us a call at 256-582-3250 or come by and see us at 1246 Gunner Avenue across from the gas board for all your insurance needs. We are here to help life go right. Best of luck and go Wildcats.
First Baptist Church of Gunnersville is another proud supporter of Gunnersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Albertville outscored Boaz 10-8 in that third quarter, but the Aggies still trail by 2, 34-32. As we head into the final stanza, Boaz will have the opening possession.
Pressure by the Aggies, and they get the ball into Bobby Wilson. Wilson brings it up, range on him. Aggies stay with a man-to-man defense. Boaz has Wilson, Milwee, Campbell, Gable, and Nelson. Milwee has it against Sigler. Milwee moves around him, hits Wilson on the wing. The Aggies have Raines, Sigler, Darden, Slayton, and Morris. Campbell to the top to Wilson. Raines guarding him. Over to Campbell. And they use 30 seconds. Over to Bobby Wilson. Wilson standing out above the three-point line and a foul. Jay Raines hooked him with his leg. Moving on defense, got him with a foul.
That's going to be the third personal foul, and Barry, it may be to the benefit of the Aggies to get a few here.
Right.
That's only the third personal. So if they are the third team foul, and so at the end of the game, they can foul and put Boaz at the line if they need to.
Because they have a ways to go. You're right. That's only Jay Raines' first foul. Inbound pass to Gable. Down low, Nelson breaks for 2 and a foul on Morris. That's a good foul because Matt Nelson had the easy layup.
Oh, what a great play off that inbounds play is cutting down the paint was Matt Nelson. A great pass delivered there by Gable, and Nelson was fouled by Brock Morris. And you said, Barry, that would have been a layup if Morris hadn't fouled him.
Now he's got to earn the 2 points. Foul number 2 on Morris. 4th team foul. 34-32, Boaz on top. Nelson has 11. He has 12 points. He's the top man for Boaz right now. 3-point lead. He makes them both. 36-32. Big possession coming up here for the Aggies. Morris will walk it up. Boaz will stay I think they've gone man-to-man now. That they have. Let's see if they try to go inside. Slayton to Darden, free throw line. Darden back to Raines, wide open for a three-pointer. Good. He was wide open. It's a one-point ball game.
No one from Boaz stepped out on Jay Raines, and he knocks it down from 20 feet away. It's 36-35, a one-point basketball game.
6:49 to go in the game. Nelson walks it up across half court. Pass to Milway. Milway back near half court. Drives around, has a screen. Pulls up at the top for two. No good. Rebound. Jay Raines with the rebound. Gets it out to Brock Morris. The Aggies running with it. Now he slows it down. Nelson picks him up. Boaz staying with the man-to-man. Right side to Raines. The look down low. Darden has it. Baseline jumper again. Good. I don't think he's missed one of those, Jeff.
Michael Darden had 8 in the third quarter, most of them coming from that spot, about 12 feet from the basket along the baseline.
Aggies lead by 1. And a timeout's going to be called by Boaz. Let's take a timeout. 6:17 to go in the ball game. The Aggies lead by 1. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU.
I knew at a very early age I wanted to be a pharmacist. I started working in a drugstore dipping ice cream at 15 years old.
Buddy is not only my mentor and my boss, he's also my uncle. It's a small town and we live in a great community. They're not only patients to us, they're friends.
He and his staff go above and beyond in treating you as a person, not as a prescription number.
Everyone loves Buddy Bunch. Everyone in this community loves and appreciates it.
Buddy's in Montgomery when we're having our legislative session days, when we have committee meetings. He's always there. He's educating us on what it truly means to the independent pharmacist.
Health Mart's been a part of my business about as long as Health Mart has existed, and it feels like you have someone to kind of lean on, almost like you have a home office you can call if you have a problem.
The big guys, your son or your daughter wake up sick in the middle of the night, they're not going to come and open their doors. Buddy Bunch does that for people. He does that.
You wake up in the morning and you know you're going to the pharmacy and you know you're going to be there about 10 hours. You better like it, and I really do. I wouldn't do anything else.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
First Baptist Church of Gunnersville is another proud supporter of Gunnersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Boaz will have it at half court. They trail 37-36, 6:17 to go in the ball game. Tedder, Wilson, Nelson, Campbell, and Gable on the floor. Inbound pass to Wilson. Let's see if they continue to slow it down. They do. They hand off to Campbell. Campbell knocked away. Slayton almost a steal. The Aggies have Slayton, Morris, Raines, Sigler, and Darden. Loose ball, still loose. Wilson has it. Slayton takes it away. A pass to Jay Raines for the layup. He goes up. It's no good. It's tipped by Darden, and it's good.
Wow, I thought that may have been offensive goaltending, but Michael Darden with a great tip in. What about the steal, though, as they took it away? Mark Slayton and Jay Raines from Nathan Campbell.
You're right. I thought goaltending all the way on the offense, but instead Boaz has it. And an offensive foul against Boaz, and that's a good call. David Gable was swinging his elbows and almost hit Slayton in the face. I think he did. And the problem, they've been doing that the entire game, Jeff, and that's dangerous. It's very dangerous because you could easily hit somebody in the face, and that time Slayton almost got an eye took out.
That was an unpopular call on the Boaz side, though, Barry. As you heard the Aggie crowd erupt across the way. Now we'll see if Albertville will back out and hold it. If Boaz is going to stay in the zone, Albertville with a 3-point lead may begin to play Boaz game.
Yes, they are.
And hold the basketball and run some time off the clock.
Morris holding it. And again, back to the call. You just don't want to see anybody get hurt with an elbow to a face like that. Brock Morris goes to Slayton across to Jay Raines. Fires up a three-pointer. Air ball. Slayton with a rebound. Back up. Missed and a foul. He was fouled and he will shoot 2 free throws.
Slayton might have got away with a push that time on A.J. Milwee and going for the rebound, but he came down with the offensive board, went back up strong, and Gable commits his 3rd personal foul and send Mark Slayton to the free throw line. And if he makes these two, Barry, this will be the biggest lead for the Aggies all night, 5 points.
How will that change the Boaz offense? Because now they can't really afford to come down and spend a minute and a half running the offense. They may have to change their offense totally. The free throw is good. It's 40-36.
Mark Slayton, 3 points in this championship game for the Aggies.
5:10 to go in the ball game. Second free throw, missed that one. Rebound by Boaz. Nelson there again. Nelson, Morris guarding him, will bring it up. Let's see if they change their offense at all. If they continue to slow it down. Nelson across half court. Tough pressure defense. Nelson drives in the lane for 2. No good. And a foul as he runs over Sigler.
Matt Nelson once again taking it into the paint. I think David Sigler was probably a little too far underneath the basket, Barry. He looked like he had pretty good position, but he was right under the goal. And Matt Nelson missed a shot. But one thing we've seen changed here by Albertville, especially in the 4th quarter, is they're bringing Mark Slayton out on Nathan Campbell. A little more quickness there, and Slayton's been able to really harass Nathan Campbell.
How about Matt Nelson? What a game he's played. That time he took it inside again like he's done all night long. He missed a shot, but he drew another foul, and he has 14 points. Outstanding game by Nelson. First free throw is good. Makes it a 3-point game, 2-point game. Last foul was on Sigler, his second. 40-38, Aggies lead. 4:51 to go in the ball game. Brock Morris slowly walks it across half court. Now the Aggies slowing it down. Morris moves to the right side. Boaz playing zone. Left side, Sigler. Thought about a 3, won't do it. Morris in the corner. Gable jumps out on him. Pass to Sigler. Sigler dribbles around, needs somebody to pass to, finds Morris. Morris across to Sigler. Sigler moves, baseline, pulls up, pass back out to Morris, top of the key. Over to Jay Raines. 4:21 to go in the ball game. Now the Aggies using the clock. Morris backs up near half court. Milwee, the closest man to him. Pass to Jay Raines, over to Sigler. Sigler in the corner. Morris pulls up on the wing, back to Sigler. He wants to pull the trigger bad, but he's not going to.
That's a smart thing, though, Barry, is to run the clock, look for a good shot, and Sigler turns the basketball over.
In. He tried to stop and make a pass.
No, they gave it back to Albertville, Barry. They gave it to Albertville, saying that Matt Nelson touched it last. And
that's a bad call.
That's a tough call.
Boaz did not touch the ball. That's a bad call. They missed that one.
As we say, an unusual call.
Sigler fell down, and the ball bounced free out of bounds, and I didn't see anybody touch it, but the Aggies get it back. Sigler right side to Raines. 3:45 to go in the game. Raines almost knocked away by Nelson. Back to Sigler. Sigler clears out. Back over to Morris. In the corner, Jay Raines. Raines back to Morris at the top. 3:33 to go in the game.
Boaz remaining in their zone. They're happy right now, Barry, is running the clock down, and they're staying in it at the end of the game.
Jay Raines has it. A.J. Milwee guarding him. Raines tries to drive, stops. Half-court pass now to Morris. 3:15 to go in the game. Aggies lead 40-38. Morris with it, goes to Sigler. Free throw line for 2. No good, it is good, it rolls in. Hit the back of the rim, bounced off, and fell through.
David Sigler got a shooter's roll that time. I thought it was bouncing out.
It
hit the lip of the rim and just clung and finally fell in, Barry.
4-point game. Matt Nelson trying to drive in, cut off. Hits Campbell at the top. 2:51 left. Boaz down by 4. A.J. Milwee outside. Raines guarding him. Over to Tedder. Sigler has a hand in his face. Tedder backs it out. Back to Nelson. How much time can Boaz afford to use? They trail by 4. 2:35 to go in the game. Nelson on the wing. Morris guarding him. The Aggies stay with a man-to-man. Nelson hands off to Milwee. Milwee moves to the corner. He's cut off. Back out to the wing to Nelson. 2:22 left. Nelson dribbles around the top of the key. Nelson moves left side, drives, kicks it back to the corner. Tedder, baseline, goes down, and a foul is going to be called. Nice fake by Tedder. He faked, got Morris in the air, and then jumped into him, and that's going to be a foul on Brock Morris.
Good move, Jonathan Tedder, going down the baseline. As you say, Barry, stopped, used a head fake, got Morris in the air. That's going to be the 16th foul against the Aggies, the third on Brock Morris.
Inbound pass, Nelson, baseline. Nice move for two. The shot is no good, a foul. He runs over David Sigler, and a charge on Matt Nelson.
At that time, Sigler had established his position, and Matt Nelson drove it right into David Sigler, went up for the shot. The charge was called. Well, that's a big one right now because the Aggies, Barry, can really run some clock. Now Boaz may extend their defense. They're up by 4 with 2:09 to go, and the Aggies will not be in a hurry to shoot this time.
And to shoot free throws, Boaz will have to foul twice. They have 2 more to go. 42-38, Morris across half court. In the lane all the way, it's partially blocked. Gable takes it away. And a foul on Sigler as he hit Gable on the arm, and Gable's going to shoot it 1-1.
Tough shot that time, Brock Morris. I thought the Aggies would probably run some clock, but Morris taking it into the paint, Barry, put up a shot that was no good. Gable came down with a rebound, and really not a smart foul, I don't think, that time by Sigler as he tried to slap the ball away and caught David Gable on the arm.
His third foul. And you're right, a tough foul. Now with no time running off the clock, Boaz can cut it to a 2-point game. He makes the first one. He gets the bonus. 42-39, 1:54 to go in the ball game.
David Gable, 5 points in this championship contest for the Pirates.
Second free throw, it bounces around, no good. Sigler the rebound. So still a 3-point game. Big possession coming up here by the Aggies. If they can score, it makes it a 2-possession ball game.
It looks like Albertville may go to some kind of 4 corners as Coach Harding was spreading out everyone, Barry.
Morris dribbles around, moves, right side. Jay Raines underneath, goes up in traffic, and is blocked. Milwee blocked it. Boaz takes it away. Here come the Pirates back the other way. They trail by 3 with 1:25 left. Matt Nelson has it, and a timeout is called by Boaz with 1:23 to go in the ball game. Going to be a full. Let's take a timeout. The Aggies lead by 3. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find Poplar smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family. Looking for a lawn care service to add a fresh look to your home or business? Shelton Lawn Service can take your property to the next level with an emphasis on quality and affordability. Whether you're looking to maintain your current yard or ready to refresh your design, the Shelton Lawn Service professionals can handle the job. They love to help clients create the landscape of their dreams and rediscover the beauty of being outdoors. For a free estimate, give Brandon Shelton a call today at 256-293-8816. As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, providing reliable electricity and exceptional customer service. We're committed to helping our community succeed as it continues to grow. The Electric Board of Guntersville strives for excellence and takes pride in everything we do. No street light is too small or substation too big for us not to do the job well. And we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
Shelton Body Shop, Highway 79 South in Guntersville is the place to go when you need auto body repair of any type. Jeff Shelton will be happy to give you a free estimate. And remember, it's not your insurance company's decision. You have a choice about which body shop you'd like to use for your repair work. Shelton Body Shop is on Highway 79 South. Call 256-582-8869. Shelton Body Shop, serving North Alabama's auto repair and refinishing needs for 51 years. A business built on faith and Christian values.
Coach Eric Dyer setting his offense to design a play at this point in time, Barry. And the thing is, Boaz don't have to shoot a 3.
That's right.
They can look for a 2-point shot. They still got time they can work and look for a good shot. It's a 1-possession game, possibly a 2 if they go for a 2-point bucket. But Albertville, the last couple of trips down the floor, I think probably shot some ill-advised shots.
Boaz has the starting 5 out there. Millway, Nelson, Tedder, Gable, and Campbell. Nelson takes the inbound pass. Aggies playing the man-to-man. Nelson brings it up. Nelson over to Tedder. Sigler guarding him. Tedder looks for a pass, finally finds Gable to help out. Darden in his face. Now to A.J. Millway at the top of the key. Jay Raines on him. A minute to go in the ball game. Boaz trails by 3. They have the ball. Gable on the right wing. Tries to drive around the top. Darden cuts him off. Back around to Tedder. As if they try to free him up for a 3. Tedder to Nelson. As if Nelson drives in the lane like he's done so well the entire game. 45 seconds left, and a foul's going to be called against Boaz.
Wow. What an unusual foul in that situation. They're going to call Nathan Campbell for a moving screen as they were trying to set up A.J. Millway from the wing. And that's a tough call under a minute in a tight game.
Didn't see the foul, didn't see the call, so not sure how good a call it was. But regardless, that's foul number 6 on Boaz. Pressure, inbound pass to Darden. Darden brings it across half court and a foul. Gable fouls him, and that'll send Darden to the line shooting 1-and-1. If he makes just one of these, that makes it a 2-trip basketball game.
That's right. He needs to make the front end of the 1-and-1. That will be the 7th, and Michael Darden will go to the free throw line. Darden has been the offensive star tonight for Albertville, Barry, especially here in the second half. Had no points in the first half and came out, scored 8 points in the third quarter, has scored 4 points here in the fourth quarter.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family. Looking for a lawn care service to add a fresh look to your home or business? Shelton Lawn Service can take your property to the next level with an emphasis on quality and affordability. Whether you're looking to maintain your current yard or ready to refresh your design, the Shelton Lawn Service professionals can handle the job. They love to help clients create the landscape of their dreams and rediscover the beauty of being outdoors. For a free estimate, give Brandon Shelton a call today at 256-293-8816. As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, providing reliable electricity and exceptional customer service. We're committed to helping our community succeed as it continues to grow. The Electric Board of Guntersville strives for excellence and takes pride in everything we do. No street light is too small or substation too big for us not to do the job well. And we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
Shelton Body Shop, Highway 79 South in Guntersville is the place to go when you need auto body repair of any type. Jeff Shelton will be happy to give you a free estimate. And remember, it's not your insurance company's decision. You have a choice about which body shop you'd like to use for your repair work. Shelton Body Shop is on Highway 79 South. Call 256-582-8869. Shelton Body Shop, serving North Alabama's auto repair and refinishing needs for 51 years. A business built on faith and Christian values.
And if Darden makes one of these, it will change Boaz's offense entirely. They can't afford to come down the floor and take some time because they'll have to come down the floor twice for a chance to win. So the first free throw is on the way. It bounces around, no good. Rebound Boaz as Sigler and Campbell hit the floor. And they finally get up, and there's a foul on Nathan Campbell. And they're going to say he shoved Sigler as they came up the floor.
Well, I think what happened, Barry, is I watched both the young men were battling for the rebound. Both hit the floor, and Nathan Campbell kind of pushed Sigler as they were getting up, and the official was looking at them, and that's what he saw. So 2 tough calls for Boaz down the stretch, and both of them went against Nathan Campbell.
At the line, Sigler. Moments ago, Darden missed one. Let's see if Sigler can make one. No good. Tip, foul. Mark Slayton coming over the back. So now the Aggies will send Boaz back the other way shooting free throws.
And Nathan Campbell been involved in the last 3 calls now. 2 of them went against him, but that time he had Slayton blocked off the glass, and Slayton just came over the top trying to get the tip in.
Jay Range will check in. Tyler Ball checks out. Bobby Wilson also to check in. I'm not sure about the calls here because two players set to check in. They allow one to go in, but not the other. This happened earlier in the game when Sigler was set to check in. They wouldn't let him come in.
The only thing I can think of is Bobby Wilson's going
The
to check
shooter.
in for the shooter.
Unless that's the call. You may be right. Campbell makes the free throw. 2-point game. How big were the missed free throws moments ago by the Aggies?
Nathan Campbell, that's his first point this evening.
It could easily be a 6-point game right now had they made all 4 free throws. But they missed the front end of both 1-and-1s. Campbell missed that one. Rebound Sigler. 2-point game. Sigler, the rebound, will try to bring it up. No foul yet. Goes to Morris. 30, 29, 28. Trying to get across half court. Is fouled. Oh, that's a tough call by Boaz because Morris almost turned the ball over right here in front of us, but instead a foul is called on Boaz.
Triple team Brock Morris, and did Boaz ever bail him out because he was in trouble, Barry. In fact, he was looked to be about to turn the ball over, and reaching in, I believe, was Matt Nelson to commit the personal foul. But still, it's a good foul for Boaz because the Aggies haven't knocked down their free throws.
Tyler Ball checks back in. Jay Range goes out. Shooting 1-and-1. Morris missed it. Rebound. Tipped out of bounds. Morris, can he save it? He saves it, but not in time.
And
Boaz
Brock
will
Morris
have
has
it.
got to be careful. Brock Morris has to be careful. He needed to be careful. He slammed the ball down and got away with it. He thought he saved it and called a timeout, Barry, and that was a good call by the official not to give him a timeout. But then he slammed the ball down, and Coach Eric Dyer wanted a technical, and Brock Morris came very close.
Here comes Boaz with the ball. Down by 2. Matt Nelson has it, dribbling around the top. Moves right side, baseline, all the way under. Too far under, throws it up, no good. Tipped around, Nelson gets it back up, no good. Tipped again, it's good. 8 seconds left. Inbound pass to Brock Morris across half court. 4, 3, 2. He throws the ball away with 0.9 seconds left. We are tied, and Boaz has the ball with 0.9 to go.
What a great tip, Matt Nelson. How he ever got that up over the big guys inside, but he did.
Nelson throws one into the floor, no good, and we're going to overtime. Wow, let's take a timeout. In regulation, we are tied at 42. Overtime is coming up next here on WAVU.
Shane Vandegrift and the Lake Gunnersville Real Estate Team are proud supporters of the Gunnersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Gunnersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Gunnersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcats.
As the city of Gunnersville continues to grow and prosper, your Gunnersville Water Board keeps pace with their commitment to invest in state-of-the-art facility and technology upgrades as they prepare to provide customers with unsurpassed quality of life for decades to come. Most notably, perhaps, is the extensive renovations to the award-winning Sunset Water Treatment Facility on Willow Beach Road, which supplies safe and reliable drinking water to over 5,500 customers from Sand Mountain to Connors Island. And behind the scenes, multi-million-dollar investments in infrastructure such as water towers, sewer lines, and the recent extensive renovation to the East Lake wastewater plant demonstrate Gunnersville Water Board's commitment to meeting the business and residential demands of this growing progressive city. For more information on the Gunnersville Water Board, including fast and easy online bill payment, visit their informative website, gvillewater.com.
At the Driving Factor, we know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Whether you're heading to work,
headed to play, or taking the grandkids to the beach.
Are we there yet?
At the Driving Factor, every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy. From the application process, the approval, or to the payments, either online or in store.
At the Driving Factor, we're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
If you're looking for a rental home or apartment in the Gunnersville area, call on Bonds Real Estate. Visit bondsrealestate.com to search their extensive list of available properties.
The Aggies need to win this one to change the game right off the bat. And we're set to go at Darden against Campbell. We'll be jumping. And the tip belongs to the Aggies. It'll be Slayton, Morris, Raines, Darden, and Sigler. Boaz has Nelson, Milwee, Tedder, Campbell, and Gable.
Boaz is going to stay in that zone that works so well down the stretch for them.
In the corner, Jay Raines, bounce pass inside. Baseline, Darden, nothing there. Back out to Sigler on the wing. Sigler drives, pulls up, jump shot for two, bounces high, no good. Boaz the rebound, loose ball, they get it. Gable has it. Sigler had a good look, and he's going to foul Matt Nelson. And Boaz will shoot 1 and 1.
David Sigler, again, not a smart foul that far from the basket, and going for the steal, just ran into a couple of Boaz players and going to send Matt Nelson to the free throw line, and that's the last person. If you're Albertville,
sure
you won't shooting at the free throw line. That's the 19th foul against the Aggies, so Matt Nelson shooting a 1 in the bonus.
Sigler has 4 fouls. He'll check out for a moment. Tyler Ball back in. Nelson, 17 points. Makes that one, gets the bonus. And that's the difference in the ball game right now. Had the Aggies made free throws, we'd be handing out the trophies right now. 18 points for Nelson. Second shot on the way. Made them both.
That was Sigler's 4th personal foul too, Barry, so he's just got one more. He'll check back in at the scores table. He's headed back in, but Coach Harding wanted to have a word with him.
3:25 to go in the game. Boaz leads by 2, 44-42. In the corner, Jay Raines, little head fake, pulls up outside for 2, no good. Tipped around, rebound. Tyler Ball gets it for the Aggies. Gets it back out to Darden, to Brock Morris. Morris in the lane, jumps, throws one up for 2, no good. Boaz the rebound.
Brock Morris getting into the paint from about 8 feet away. Just wouldn't go that time. Now Boaz, you know, Barry's going to run some clock.
Matt Nelson brings it down, finds Campbell. Campbell at the top, Slayton guarding him. Pass to Milwee. They're going to force the Aggies to foul, you would think. David Gable has the ball, knocked away. Nelson gets it back, and a foul is going to be called.
It's going to be on Mark Slayton. Slayton almost came up with a steal. Matt Nelson came over to get the loose ball, and then Mark Slayton fouled him and will send Matt Nelson back to the free throw line.
The foul is called on Slayton, his 4th. Matt Nelson, Mr. Automatic, back at the line.
The Aggies have 2 players with 4 fouls. David Sigler, who's going to check back in the game, and Mark Slayton, who's in the game.
Wow, a missed free throw. That's something you don't see from Matt Nelson.
Nelson with 19 points on the night to lead Boaz. He leads all scorers in the game.
44-42. Boaz leads, 2:48 to go in overtime. Nelson, the second free throw. He's shooting 2 because that was the 10th foul. Made that one, 3-point game, so the Aggies can still tie with a tray. Brock Morris will walk it up. Boaz will stay with the zone. Morris brings it down. Right side to Raines. A little too far outside. He looks inside, now finds Sigler, top of the key. Back around to Morris on the wing. Thought about a tray, over to Sigler. Sigler left side to Morris. Gable comes out and gets in his face. Cross-court pass, Raines in the corner to Darden. Darden back to Raines. 2:19 to go in the game. They trail by 3. Left side, Morris. Looks down low for Slayton, back to Sigler at the top. Nelson comes out, guards him. Right side to Raines. In the corner, Darden. Darden fakes, Campbell in the air, no shot, back around to Sigler. Sigler back out near half court to Morris. Now they'll try something different.
Boaz really knows that Michael Darden's hit that shot from the right corner, Barry, and every time the ball goes there, they're all over Michael Darden.
Range down low to Darden, baseline, turnaround jump shot for 2, good. What a clutch shot. 1-point game with 1:46 left.
Boy, it was tough and it was clutch because Nathan Campbell was in his face.
Matt Nelson gets it across half court, and a timeout's going to be called by Boaz. Let's take one with him. 1:38 to go in the game. Boaz leads by 1. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this Community Channel broadcast.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Twilight Monument in Boaz is your hometown dealer, and they'll be there for you when you need them, just as they've done for hundreds of families over the past 37 years. You can depend on Jerry and Maxine Battles at Twilight Monument Company.
Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items.
Spinning into the lane with Nathan Campbell in his face. Hit a tough shot, but it was a clutch shot. It's a one-point game, and we'll see if the Aggies choose to foul, Barry.
They're down pass to Matt Nelson near half court. Across to Bobby Wilson. Wilson just checked in. Wilson over to A.J. Milwee. Tyler Ball guarding him. Back to Wilson. On the side to Campbell. 1:25 to go in the game. Pass to Wilson. Wilson looked to make a pass. Finally finds Campbell on the wing. Darden guarding him. Campbell in trouble. Double teamed on the side, and a timeout called by Dyer because he thought Campbell was in deep trouble, would never get a pass away, but he did. But still he called a timeout. And now they call a full timeout.
Horizon Communications archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you Community Channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's Community Channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of Community Channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373. Shane Vandegrift and the Lake Gunnersville Real Estate Team are proud supporters of the Gunnersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Gunnersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Gunnersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcat. If you're looking for a rental home or apartment in the Gunnersville area, call on Bonds Real Estate. Visit bondsrealestate.com to search their extensive list of available properties.
No way to inbound it. You got to wonder how long the Aggies will wait to foul if they don't get a steal here. 1:13 left. Nelson to Wilson near half court. Wilson looking around, finds Gable. Darden guarding him. Looking to make a pass. Gable finally does so to Bobby Wilson. 1 minute to go. Wilson, double teamed, in trouble. Gets it away, loose ball, it's kicked. It's going to go out of bounds, offside. The officials will look at each other.
They don't know.
Jump ball,
and
it goes to Boaz.
ball.
That's the right call, because I couldn't tell who was off of either.
Michael Darden probably got away with a kick, Barry.
Right.
Usually on a kick ball situation, but I thought Michael Darden, he didn't mean to kick it,
right,
but in the scramble for the loose ball, it looked like he kicked it, so I think it should have been Boaz's ball. I think Darden may have been the last one to touch it, but the officials, they didn't see it. And now
steal. Brock Morris with a steal. Morris is fouled, and he will shoot 2 free throws. He stole the ball from Matt Nelson on the inbound pass. Nelson, saving the easy layup, had to foul him, and that's a great foul. The way the Aggies are shooting free throws, I'd do that all night long.
That was a great foul, Matt Nelson, but give credit to Brock Morris to take it away from Nelson and go in. Albertville, as we said at the end of regulation, Barry, 0 for 3 down the stretch. So how big are these free throws as Brock Morris will shoot 2?
He's got to make 1 to tie. He will shoot 2. Missed another free throw. Unbelievable. Boaz has made most of theirs. The Aggies have made none of theirs down the stretch.
He's got to make this free throw, Barry, because Boaz is going to, Albertville will be forced to foul Boaz if he misses this one.
Here he goes. Second free throw on the way. Made it. We're tied. 49.3 to go. Morris playing defense on the inbound pass. Nelson tries to bring it across. Still working. Finally across half court. 40 seconds left. And the whistle, a foul on Brock Morris, holding Matt Nelson.
Wow. What a tough call. And Patrick Harding walks all the way down to the other end of the bench as Brock Morris was called for the hold.
And they've just warned Coach Harding about moving up and down the bench. As he had told the other officials, he has warned the coach. 45-45. That was a tough call, because we've seen a lot worse than that not called. Nelson's free throw, good. 46-45, Boaz back on top. 38.4 to go.
21 points for Matt Nelson.
And that was the 4th foul on Morris. So he has 4, Slayton has 4.
Sigler has 4.
So 3 of the starters with 4 fouls. Second free throw, made them both. 2-point game. Sigler to Morris. Morris will get it across half court. And they will call a timeout right there with 34.7 seconds to go in the ball game. They trail by 2 points. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take another timeout. 47-45, Boaz leads. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU.
Shane Vandegrift and the Lake Guntersville Real Estate Team are proud supporters of the Guntersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Guntersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Guntersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcats.
As the city of Guntersville continues to grow and prosper, your Guntersville Water Board keeps pace with their commitment to invest in state-of-the-art facility and technology upgrades as they prepare to provide customers with unsurpassed quality of life for decades to come. Most notably, perhaps, is the extensive renovations to the award-winning Sunset Water Treatment Facility on Willow Beach Road, which supplies safe and reliable drinking water to over 5,500 customers from Sand Mountain to Connors Island. And behind the scenes, multi-million-dollar investments in infrastructure such as water towers, sewer lines, and the recent extensive renovation to the East Lake wastewater plant demonstrate Guntersville Water Board's commitment to meeting the business and residential demands of this growing progressive city. For more information on the Guntersville Water Board, including fast and easy online bill payment, visit their informative website, gvillewater.com.
At the Driving Factor, we know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Whether you're heading to work, headed to play, or taking the grandkids to the beach.
Are we there yet?
At the Driving Factor, every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy. From the application process, the approval, or to the payments, either online or in-store.
At the Driving Factor, we're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
If you're looking for a rental home or apartment in the Gunnersville area, call on Bonds Real Estate. Visit bondsrealestate.com to search their extensive list of available properties.
Big possession for the Aggies. They need two to tie this basketball game up and try to get it into a second overtime. But Barry, it comes down to free throw shooting.
Sure does.
Albertville is like 1 of 5 from the stripe down the stretch in regulation and here in overtime.
If I'm Boaz, I'm like you. I foul right here, make them shoot 2 free throws. If not, the worst you can have is a tie game. Inbound pass to Morris, brings it across half court. Sigler screens for him. Morris left side, range in the corner, won't try it. 26-25, needs a pass, finally finds Morris. Over to Sigler. Sigler, head fake, will drive right side, baseline, cut off. He bounces the ball off Campbell out of bounds with 18.4 to go.
Wow, Sigler almost got in a situation, Barry, and turned the basketball over, was able to bounce it off the leg of Nathan Campbell to save that possession.
18.4 seconds left.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh. Quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bonds Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Here to give themselves some opportunities if they do miss it.
Here they come. Jay Raines inbound under their own basket. Raines, Slayton, Sigler, Morris, and Darden on the floor. Inbound pass, Darden to the top. There's Morris. 16, 15, over to Raines on the wing. Fakes, drives, pulls up in the lane, kicks it outside to Darden. 10, 9, back to Raines, around to Morris. Morris will try to drive in the lane, jumps for 2. It is good. With 3 seconds left. 2. Nelson on the inbound pass. Half-court shot for 3. No good, and we're going to double overtime. Brock Morris drove into the lane, bounced all around the rim, and finally fell through.
Oh, what a pressure shot. Brock Morris getting 3 in the lane. Boaz, it bounced around. He put it up there softly. Double overtime in the Marshall County Tournament Championship game.
Let's take another timeout. Double overtime is coming up.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this Community Channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally. The physicians and staff at Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville are proud supporters of our local schools and athletic teams. Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville, proudly physician-owned and operated.
We're ready to go. The tip belongs to the Aggies have it. I didn't know that the tip man could grab his own tip.
He just did.
But Darden's the one that grabbed the tip after he tipped it.
And the official looked a bit confused with that one.
He wasn't sure of the call. The Aggies have it. Brock Morris in the corner. Sigler open for a three-pointer. No good. Bounces high over the backboard, and Boaz will get it back.
Barry, how tight are these rims here at Snead?
Wow.
We've seen that happen all week.
Sure have.
Long jumpers hitting off the back of the iron and bouncing over the backboard.
So Boaz with it. 3:35 to go in double overtime. We're tied at 47. Here come the Pirates. Nelson brings it up. Nelson brings it up top of the key. Looks, Sigler guarding him. Pass right side, Tedder. The Aggies have gone to a zone, I believe. Back to the top to Nelson. Looks like some type of zone, Jeff. Slayton just kind of wandering around in the middle right there.
Well, Slayton, there's no one guarding A.J. Milway. Slayton's just kind of running the middle.
Nelson pulls up for two, no good. His own rebound is back up, no good. Rebound Sigler. I think the first shot, somebody got a hand on it. The next shot, nobody screened him out, but he just missed it.
Honestly, Barry, I think the Aggies were confused on who they were guarding, actually, because A.J. Milway was standing wide open on the perimeter.
Morris right side to Range. Boaz will stay with their zone. Morris has it dribbling around the top. Will try to drive in the lane. Kicks it right side. Raines on the wing will not shoot it. Cross-court pass, Sigler. Sigler look for Slayton, but he will not pass it to him. 2:43 to go in the game. In the corner, Raines for three, no good. Off the back of the rim, tipped again. Slayton has it, goes up to two.
And a foul.
A foul is called on Boaz as Slayton tipped it in. The foul is going to be on number 34, David Gable.
Barry, let's give credit to Michael Darden. He kept tipping the ball, and gave his teammate Mark Slayton a chance to come down with a rebound. And Gable has just fouled out of the game. That's his 5th personal foul. And Mark Slayton will go to the free throw line. What a big three-point play. This would be in overtime.
And that is huge, especially on defense, because you lose a big inside man, David Gable, 6'3", who is playing the back of the zone. You've got to move Tedder down there, so whoever now moves to the middle, you're losing up about 4 or 5 inches. Another big free throw coming up. And another big miss. Rebound Boaz. That one never had a chance. 2-point Aggie lead with 2:31 to go in double overtime. Matt Nelson with it, brings it up. And the Aggies are playing, looks like they're back to man-to-man. Nelson moves to the wing. Morris guarding him, and a foul away from the ball. That's going to be on Boaz.
Is that on Jonathan Tedder trying to get position down
Sure
low
is.
against David Sigler, and the foul was on Jonathan Tedder. They've been going at it all night, Barry,
Right.
and there hasn't been a whistle all night, and here we are in double overtime with 2:21, and they call that foul.
I don't think you call one right now. If you didn't call it earlier in the game, you don't call it now for sure. I think you let it go now if you let it go earlier, especially in double overtime. But they call it, but Sigler will be back to the line He'll try his luck. So far, nobody's had any luck shooting free throws.
What is it, 1 of 6 now?
You're right.
Down the stretch of the game for the Albertville Aggies from the stripe.
2:21 to go in double overtime. 49-47 Aggies lead. Another missed free throw. I can't believe this. They're 1 for 7.
Free throw shooting, if Albertville loses this game, Barry, it's going to be free throw shooting. They played well on offense. They played well on defense, but man, 1 for 7 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter, the first overtime, and now the second overtime.
Second one. That one bounces around, rolls out. No good. They miss another one. Boaz, the rebound.
They could have had a 4-point lead if they'd made the free throws.
Matt Nelson with it. 2-point game right now. Boaz trails. Nelson around the top. Tyler Ball has it. Nelson works the right wing. Tough defense. Ball right in his face. 2:03 to go in the game. Nick Maples takes over now. Now back to Matt Nelson. Nelson near the half-court line. Under 2 minutes to go in double overtime. Nelson works around the top. Slayton picks him up. Back right side, Tedder. Tedder moves right side against Ball. Pulls up baseline, blocked. Somebody got a hand on that one. The Aggies take it away.
I think it was David Siegler coming over to help as Tedder had beaten Tyler Ball off the dribble, but Siegler comes over to help and gets the block, and we have a timeout, Albertville.
Let's take another timeout. 1:35 to go in double overtime. The Aggies lead by 2. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU Albertville.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and it's available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Olbrich and Patterson in Gunnersville.
RE/MAX Gunnersville is a proud supporter of the Gunnersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Gunnersville, 256-582-5585. As loyal fans for over 6 decades, this team of former Wildcats is proud to support Gunnersville City Schools academics and athletics. Beard and Beard Attorneys at Law would like to wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage their fans to attend the games and cheer them on.
Hi, this is Paul Harris with State Farm in Gunnersville, your local State Farm agent. I am a proud Gunnersville alumni and Wildcat athletic supporter. Please give us a call at 256-582-3250 or come by and see us at 1246 Gunner Avenue across from the gas border for all your insurance needs. We are here to help life go right. Best of luck and go Wildcats.
First Baptist Church of Gunnersville is another proud supporter of Gunnersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Now it's 49-47 as Michael Darden has had Mark Slayton has 2 points here, the only 2 points of the second overtime. And Albertville will have the basketball and will inbound it here in front of the scorer's table.
Sigler will do just that. Sigler, Range, Morris, Slayton, and Darden. Boaz has Nelson, Wilson, Milwee, Tedder, and Campbell. Brock Morris trying to cross half court, does so in a foul. Little touch call. Matt Nelson, that's not a bad call. Unless they can improve the way they're shooting free throws, that is not a bad call at all.
Albertville has been, we've talked about it ad nauseum, I know, but they're 1 for 8 at the free throw line from, with about, 2 minutes to go in regulation.
I think you're right.
At this point in time, and Brock Morris is the only one who has made a free throw.
He makes another one. 50-47. Huge free throw here. It'll make it a 2-trip game. Boaz will have to have 2 trips down the floor for a chance to win if he makes this one.
17 points for Brock Morris in this championship game.
He got it. 51-47, a minute 27 to go in double overtime. Here come the Pirates. Matt Nelson with it across half court. Tyler Ball has him. Nelson dribbling around. Works left side. Now he'll drive. Baseline all the way under for two. Got it. What a job, Matt Nelson, for the layup. And a quick timeout by Boaz. And we're going to take another timeout. 1:13 left in double overtime. The Aggies by 2.
I knew at a very early age I wanted to be a pharmacist. I started working in a drugstore dipping ice cream at 15 years old.
Buddy is not only my mentor and my boss, he's also my uncle. It's a small town and we live in a great community. They're not only patients to us, they're friends.
He and his staff go above and beyond in treating you as a person, not as a prescription number.
Everyone loves Buddy Bunch. Everyone in this community loves and appreciates it.
Buddy's in Montgomery when we're having our legislative session days, when we have committee meetings. He's always there. He's educating us on what it truly means to the independent pharmacist.
Health Mart's been a part of my business about as long as Health Mart has existed, and it feels like you have someone to kind of lean on, almost like you have a home office you can call if you have a problem.
The big guys, your son or your daughter wake up sick in the middle of the night, they're not going to come and open their doors. Buddy Bunch does that for people. He does that.
You wake up in the morning and you know you're going to the pharmacy and you know you're going to be there about 10 hours. You better like it, and I really do. I wouldn't do anything else.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
First Baptist Church of Gunnersville is another proud supporter of Gunnersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Matt Nelson, what a great night for that young man, leading the Boaz Pirates with 24. He has 24 of their 49 points this evening. Albertville with a timeout. And you know that the Boaz strategy right now, Barry, is pick out who they want to foul.
That's right.
Brock Morris made 2 just moments ago, but Brock is the only one who's been able to step up and hit free throws for the Albertville Aggies here in this basketball game.
Boaz using full court pressure. A minute 13 to go in double overtime. Inbound pass finally to Jay Raines. Raines, Wilson quickly has him, now hands to Brock Morris. Morris being pressured down the side, and he stepped out of bounds. He was pressured out of bounds. I am shocked there was no foul call because he was bumped down the side and bumped out of bounds.
Bobby Wilson and A.J. Millway double teaming along the sideline, and he did step out of bounds. No call there, Barry. That was a big call that went Boaz's way. But Brock's got to give that ball up in that situation when he's double
Nelson
teamed.
has it outside, fires up a 3, no good. Rebound, Campbell has it, back out to Nelson with another 3. This one is no good. The rebound out of bounds off of Tedder, and the Aggies would get it. How close can you get? Those 2 shots went down and came back out.
Oh, Matt Nelson had 2 that went down and came out.
Cross half court, Brock Morris. Millway slapping into him, and he's finally called for the foul with 47 seconds left, and Morris will shoot 2.
Wow. And then David Gableberry had to rebound. I mean, not Gable, but Jonathan Tedder had to rebound and lost it out of bounds. Oh, how big was that?
Wow.
As Matt Nelson twice had open looks at 3-pointers, and they just wouldn't go down. Now, Brock Morris back to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Unreal. Those shots by Nelson, I thought they were in for sure. Morris' shot, good. They're finally finding their groove. It took about 3 hours, but they finally started hitting free throws.
19 points for Brock Morris in this championship game.
3-point game, 52-49. It bounces around, good. 4-point game. Now it's a 2-trip game. Boaz will have to hurry. Matt Nelson brings it across. Tyler Ball has him. 40, 39, 38. Nelson moves baseline all the way under for 2, blocked. Loose ball. Morris has it, loose. Darden has it, and the foul. Bobby Wilson got him, and now Michael Darden will shoot 2.
Barry, all evening long, Matt Nelson has been able to take the ball to the basket. That time, the Aggies slid over. They helped out that time. Mark Slayton coming over, forcing the miss. And in the scramble for the basketball, Michael Darden comes up with it, and he was fouled by Bobby Wilson. So Darden goes to the free throw line. And even if he makes these 2 free throws, Barry, it's still a 2-possession game.
Absolutely. 53-49, 34 seconds to go in double overtime. Last foul is Bobby Wilson's first. And now they're making them. Darden makes that one.
Darden with 15 on the night.
If they'd have done this earlier, people would be at home right now because they could not make one late in the fourth quarter or the first overtime. That one is good. 55-49. Boaz needs 2 trays. Nelson with it across half court. At the top, moving against Tyler Ball. Sigler picks him up now. They're using a lot of clock. 24-23. Nelson for 2. Misses the layup. Rebound and a foul. Campbell coming over the back of Sigler. He's called for the foul, and that will just about do it, Jeff.
And Barry don't understand that shot that time. Matt Nelson taking it in for a 2-pointer. And with 21 seconds to go, you need to look at a 3-pointer. And Jonathan Tedder was really begging for the basketball here at the top of the circle as they set a pick for him to free him up. But Nelson took it to the bucket, missed the shot, and personal foul was committed by 24. That's Campbell picking up the personal foul, and Sigler will be at the free throw line.
Another missed free throw. They had a good streak there for a while, but now another miss. 1 free throw here, and it will take 3 trips down the floor to win the game. It'll be a 7-point game. Second free throw, got it, and that will just about wrap it up for sure. 56-49. Here comes Boaz. Tedder across half court. Tedder, right side, jumper for 3. No good, missed it all. It's going to go out of bounds, and the Aggies will have it with 11.8 to go. As Jay Range will check in, you know, the last 4 tournaments we've had, these 2 teams have won all 4 of them. Boaz won back in 98-99. The Aggies won in 2000, 2001, and they're about to win another one. Except for Douglas. My fault. Douglas won last year, so 4 out of the last 5 they've won.
And
Douglas won last year.
Boaz is not going to foul.
2 seconds, 1 second. This game is over. Double overtime. The Aggies win it 56-49. Let's take a time. That will wrap it up coming up next. You're listening to the Marshall County Tournament on WAVU Albertville.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
took 2 overtimes, but the Albertville Aggies will win this one 56-49. We were tied 42-42 at the end of regulation. We were tied 47-47 at the end of the first overtime, and then the Aggies able to outscore Boaz 9-2 here in the second overtime and win the Marshall County Championship 56-49.
Well, this game will drain you. Look at the Boaz players on the bench. Absolutely wasted. I mean, what an effort they put out to that. They played exactly the kind of game they wanted to play, Jeff, for about 3 quarters and a half. The last part of the fourth quarter, they seemed to get away from part of the game plan and go back to what the Aggies like to do, and that's move the ball up and down the floor. But the first 3.5 quarters, Boaz walked the ball up the floor, used plenty of clock, and had the Aggies playing their game up until the final part of the fourth quarter.
Barry, the big thing, I think, for this basketball game is Albertville started making their free throws. They had an opportunity to win it in regulation at the line, missed that opportunity, had an opportunity to win it in the first overtime, missed, but in the second overtime, the Aggies were able to go to the free throw line and make their free throws, and I think that's the difference in the game tonight. So congratulations to Coach Patrick Harding and the Albertville Aggies. They're now 19-3 on the season, ranked number 5 in the latest poll, but they can claim the Marshall County Championship. So the football team wins the county football championship.
Wow.
The basketball team wins the basketball championship, and the JV boys win the county championship. So congratulations to the Albertville Aggies tonight. Let's look at some scoring for you. First for the Boaz Pirates, we talked about Matt Nelson all night. What a great night for Matt Nelson. He had 24 of the 49 points for the Boaz Pirates. 9 points for A.J. Milwee, 9 points for Jonathan Tedder. But the big thing there, Barry, is neither Jonathan Tedder or A.J. Milwee scored in the second half of this basketball game. 5 points for David Gable tonight, 1 point for Nathan Campbell, and 1 point for Bobby Wilson. Now for the Albertville Aggies, leading the way tonight was Brock Morris. He had 20, 16 for Michael Darden, 5 points for Jay Raines, 5 points for Mark Slayton, 5 points for David Siegler, and 1 point for Tyler Ball.
And calling out the all-tournament team, making the team this year from Douglas, Justin Jonas, from Arab, Michael Chamness, number 3 from DAR, Todd Morrison and Kenny Downs. Gunnersville had 2 players on there, Calder Manley and Cody Duncan. And then you move to Boaz, Matt Nelson, Jonathan Tedder, and A.J. Milwee. And for Albertville, David Siegler, Michael Darden, Jay Raines, and the MVP will be Brock Morris.
Well, congratulations once again to the Albertville Aggies. They'll be able to hoist the Marshall County Championship trophy, Barry. Again, just a great basketball game tonight, going double overtime. It seems like these Marshall County finals the last few years have gone down to the wire.
You know, one good thing I'm proud of is the fact these 2 teams will not have to meet again, because the last 2 years they've had to meet in the first round of the area tournament, and in that game one team has been sent home. This year it's not going to happen, of course, being in different classifications. So I guess this is a good game to end your season on, playing each other anyway.
And both teams, Barry, are area champions,
right.
So they'll both get to host the area tournament and hopefully win the area tournament
right.
in the sub-regional and make their way to Jacksonville, and we'll be able to broadcast the games. Of course, we've got games next week. On Tuesday night, Albertville travels down to Douglas, and the Aggies will look for their 20th win against the Douglas Eagles on Tuesday night. Then next Friday night, we'll be at Geraldine for the big Crossville-Geraldine matchup.
You know something we've seen the past few years, the county champion usually struggles with their next game they play, so you got to wonder how the Aggies will do at Douglas, and we'll find out Tuesday night.
Well, again, the final score, double overtime tonight. It was the Albertville Aggies 56 and the Boaz Pirates 47. And now the championship trophy will be presented to the Albertville Aggies, and the Marshall County Coach of the Year will go to Patrick Harding. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the 2003 Marshall County Basketball Tournament. We thank our sponsors. We thank you, our listeners. And for Barry Galloway, I'm Jeff Allen saying good night, everyone.
Again, we do appreciate everybody coming out and supporting the 6 candidates week through the tournament. Albertville, Boaz, DAR, Douglas, and Arab. Everybody, I hope you had a great time this week. And of course, we're going to be here again in 2004 to do it one more time. Again, don't forget.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.